Hey, how we doing? Today I want to talk about racism and prejudice. The definition of racism is a prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Now, that last part is the part I want to touch on. It's definitely dangerous because how have we thought over the years, right? We've always said that essentially the person in power is the only one that can be racist. Now, the three quarters of this definition speak on the discrimination against people based on their particular race or ethnic group. I think that's the main part here. I think at this point in time in our country, in our present day, we need to kind of not disregard the last part of the definition because a definition is a definition. But we need to realize that basically not only one set of people or race can be racist. Okay? If you are discriminating against somebody based on their race or their ethnic group, I believe that that should be called racism. Now, I can't do that because I can't change definitions. What I can do is I can compare the two, prejudice and racism. And I can tell you that they're both the same thing. If you're hating somebody because of their race or ethnic group, then it's just shitty. You're a bad person. It doesn't have to be racist. It can be prejudiced. And it's the same. Discrimination, anti-Semitism, prejudice, and racism are all the same thing. Not one of them is better or worse than the other, in my view. I think if anyone's using either of those four things in their everyday life, they are simply not a good person. Because I know personally, I don't judge anybody like that. And I don't want friends around me that do the same. So I think we just got to be real careful when we're going around and we're saying that white people are the only ones that can be racist. We can all be hateful, and we can all say racist things about people of other races. And if you're out there and you're crusading and you're posting how you're so against racism and you want to end racism in the world, but the only things you're posting are these white on black racist examples, I think you have more work to do. I think we need to point out the anti-Semitism. I think we have to point out the hatred towards white people that is clearly becoming accepted in many places right now. I think all this hatred needs to go away, and we shouldn't be separating it. And we really got to chill on the who can be racist and who can't, because ultimately what we hear out there is that only white people can be racist. And I think we all know deep down inside that that's not true. There's a lot of people out there with hate for the wrong reasons, doing things to people they shouldn't based on their race, and it's awful. But it needs to be recognized from every direction, not just one. We need to do better at this and stop thinking that it's okay to shit on certain races based on history or things that have happened that could be considered racist. We need to chill. We need to know that we could all hate each other and that there are people out there of all races disliking other people simply because of their race. And it's not just white people. So I wish they could change the whole definition, but they can't. So I guess my main point is just that prejudice and racism, they're both forms of hatred, and they're both very unneeded. I think we should focus on that.